everybody, it's Christy Pushki with GroceryGeek.com, and today I have a recipe for additive-free homemade mayonnaise. I don't know if you're aware, but most commercial mayonnaise has things like soybean oil or canola oil and additives like natural flavors, which if you're not aware, that's one of the many names that MSG can hide under on ingredients labels. But it's really easy to make it yourself at home with minimal equipment, and I'm going to show you how. Alright, first you're going to need 1 egg. I get mine from the farm in my area, from one of the farms in my area. And need the whole egg. I'm putting everything here in this measuring cup. It's a Cuisinart. It actually came with my stick blender, or sometimes called an immersion blender. Either way, it's also a Cuisinart. There's probably a million brands, but this is the one I happen to have. And I'm going to show you a method, if you're not aware, for making the mayonnaise without burning out your arm with a whisk and without having to hold the oil and drizzle it into a blender. So this is a much easier method. If you've never seen this method done, then this video will serve two purposes for you. Alright, 1 egg. And we're going to take some raw apple cider vinegar. This is Bragg brand. I think Spectrum also makes a raw apple cider vinegar, or you could use lemon juice, preferably freshly squeezed. A tablespoon of this, or the lemon juice, same amount, tablespoon. This is going to give it a little twang, so especially if you kind of like the Miracle Whip variety of mayonnaise type spreads, this will be right up your alley. Alright, then some sea salt, 1/4 of a teaspoon, and some ground mustard powder, just this dry yellow mustard powder, 1/2 teaspoon of that. Next we have some raw honey. I get it in bulk in this huge jug directly from a beekeeper, but you could get yours at the store. Again, raw, so it's generally going to be scoopable. It's not that stuff you get at the store that's pasteurized in the little squeezable honey bear. A teaspoon of that. And lastly, grapeseed oil. So no canola oil, no soybean oil going into this mayonnaise. Even the mayonnaise you see at the store that brags on the front that it's olive oil, it's usually a blend of olive oil and a few other things like canola or soybean oil. So look at the back. Again, never trust what you see on the front label of a food product. This is grapeseed oil because olive oil is pretty strong to use in mayonnaise. So 3/4 of a cup of grapeseed. You could use olive oil. When I use olive oil, I just up the honey because that helps kind of taper the flavor of the olive oil. 3/4 cup olive oil or grapeseed. Again, if you're using olive oil, you're going to want to increase your honey unless you really love the strong flavor of extra virgin olive oil. Alright, so that's it. This is going to make about 1 cup to 1.5 cups of mayonnaise when all is said and done. For more great recipes, by the way, visit my website at GroceryGeek.com or find me on Facebook at facebook.com/GroceryGeek. And you can also get your hands on my Eating Additive Free book, which is a natural cookbook with 160 recipes, including mayonnaise, ketchup, other great condiments, entrees, desserts, soups, salads, beverages. It also has an additive-free grocery shopping guide, the entire back half of this book, which will tell you exactly how to find all of these ingredients and every ingredient you need to make my recipes. Tell you how to find those at the store to make sure they don't have any additives in them, because there are additives lurking in places you wouldn't even suspect. Like, did you know sometimes they put natural flavor in something as simple as butter, or all sorts of additives in sour cream or peanuts? Even tomato paste can have additives in it. It's crazy out there, but this guide will tell you everything you need to know to get started eating an additive-free diet. It's also available through my website as an instant download ebook. Alright, so the advantage of using this stick blender is that it's going to mix up so much more easily and your arms aren't going to get tired. Let all the ingredients settle, which they've done because I've been busy chattering away. They're settling, they're still, the egg's at the bottom. Put your blender in there. Make sure everything's not all riled up. Okay, it's just sitting there still. I'm going to scoot in closer so you can see. And then we're just going to pulse it. Because the oil's on top, we just want the oil to incorporate bit by bit by bit. So we're just going to pulse it like that. Keep doing that several more times. Be patient. Trust me, if you're not patient, you're going to end up with an egg smoothie instead of mayonnaise. This is very important for getting it to thicken. I've learned from experience the hard way. Be patient. Just going to keep doing this. until there's no more oil getting sucked down. See how it's getting sucked down right there? You'll eventually reach a point where the oil is no longer incorporating, and then you'll need to lift the stick blender up just a little bit to get the oil down there. You can probably go a little faster than this, but I've wasted enough batches that it's not worth it to me to even try anymore. If you lift your blender a little and you can feel a little bit of resistance, that it's thickened up a bit, then you can go a little longer with your pull string. Okay, I've gotten to the point where there's a little layer of oil on the top and it's not mixing down, so then you can lift your immersion blender all the way up to get the oil in there. And just keep lifting and all right. Then I'll lift this out of here and show you. See, it's thicker. Get this off. This will even turn more thick in the fridge as it sets. But once I get this cleaned off, I'll show you what we have so far. It has a little bit of a green hue because the grapeseed oil does. See that? Scoopable. Once it's in the fridge, it'll be totally scoopable. It won't even be this runny. Hope you enjoyed the recipe. Check out grocerygeek.com or facebook.com/grocerygeek for more recipes and tips for eating additive-free foods.